Professor X has already played mind games with the entire community because of the way the messaging was given to us to give to you guys when we were allowed to release the Professor X information, most particularly the words Age of X. So in this blog that came out a few days ago, they're kind of rolling it back, but I think there's something interesting to talk about here, something that is having a lot of people disappointed, myself included. I'm kind of bummed. I was very hopeful about Age of X, but now it seems maybe this wasn't really meant for me or you guys to a very large degree. So introducing Ages and the Age of X, the dawning of the Age of X. Marvel Strike Force is excited to announce the upcoming arrival of one of Marvel's universe's most powerful and important characters in the next year of in-game stories. This is going to be very important. Professor Xavier and the Age of X. So what are ages? Here is where the big confusion is, and here's what they're trying to clear up. We want to ensure that when you log into Marvel Strike Force, you're diving headfirst into the interconnected, living, breathing world of the Marvel Universe. So for each new year, we'll launch an age, a singular theme that guides all our major character releases and events together. And so in April 2024, we're kicking things off with the Age of X. This is where all the confusion came from, right? Because it was the Age of Apocalypse. We were not told there was an Age of Mephisto. They're kind of just making that up now. And then there was going to be Age of X. So what the content creators assumed, and I think rightfully so, I think when you set a status quo and you don't communicate to us exactly what your thing is, you have to understand why we would make a certain jump. So what the content creators thought, myself included, is that there was going to be a year-long story for Professor X that was going to culminate into his release method. That after the year, if you've been playing for the full year, you should be very close to unlocking him. Well, that's not the case. Instead, what they're saying is that ages are basically what the story is about for that year in Marvel Strike Force. So we had the Age of Apocalypse wasn't, these characters release and then the sagas, where the sagas were the problem with the Apocalypse release, right? Mephisto, the Age of Mephisto, was when Nova first came out and we started getting hints of Mephisto. And then Black Cat, and then, Mephisto, and then Green Goblin, yes, Mephisto. And then there's Mephisto in Dark Dimension, which just started, which, the biggest spender is probably going to finish in about a week, maybe a week and a half, give or take a few days. So that's where the big confusion came from. They go on and they elaborate. So the Age of X. Professor Charles Xavier is the world's most powerful telepathic mutant, founder of the X-Men, and leader in the heroic community. So where has he been since Ultimus invaded? What kept this hero from fighting? Blah, 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 story that a lot of us just ignore. Starting in April, players will undertake a year-long journey to answer these questions. So this again further exemplifies this sort of messaging what players thought. We're going to go on a year-long journey. The journey starts now, or at least starts soon with the enter of the Age of X. So we thought the journey starts, and the journey will finish at the end of the year with Charles Xavier Unlock. However, in the exact same sentence, ending with the release of Dark Dimension 8. This is very confusing messaging. So it's not a year-long journey to get Professor X. It's a year-long journey for Professor X's Dark Dimension to open, which will then be another year-long journey or more for the majority of the community to unlock him. This is too early to announce Professor X. The reason Mephisto worked the way it did is because it was Cloak and Shadow's Mephisto. Here's what I think is going on here. They wanted to market Professor X. Fair enough. I think that's good. I think he's important enough a character. I think he breathes a lot of life into new players coming in. I think that's smart. But the way that it was given to the envoys to give to you guys, or just the way it came across, was that this is going to be like Apocalypse, where if you are a very engaged player and you're buying passes, we're going to go through this year-long story where we learn about things that tie into Apocalypse, and then boom, he's open, and boom, people can go in there, do the sagas, and you can unlock the baby version of him probably within right away or within a month. And then the big boy version of him you'll get a few months later. That's what we thought, but we knew, because they did give us some messaging, that it was going to be improved on. It's not going to be the same as Age of Apocalypse. So they were very clear with this. Professor X will be a true plug-and-play character. There will not be an Apex team combined with the legendary characters, though those legendary characters will be tied to Professor X thematically. All right, they said he'd have the tag for X-Men, but it's not going to be thematically. They said they weren't going to mess with the player agency. So what your content creators thought, and I think what the vast majority of the community thought, was what this means is there's going to be no sagas. Or if there is sagas, it's not going to be as prescriptive as use X team. It's going to be use X legendary with this sort of a trait. And then we would have, a similar Dark Dimension style resource bottleneck, but that bottleneck maybe would be like ISO Purple we would be working on over the duration of this year, maybe moments, whatever the case may be with Battle World. That's what people expected. They're moving the goalposts in my mind, not for them. They already knew what they were doing. They were doing this. Professor X was going to be released to the general public, as in we get to play with him within 2 years, which is, it's just too long a time frame to start pumping him up now. But in my mind, they just moved the goalposts. Everyone's going to get him a lot later now. And that's where I think a lot of the frustration is coming in. But that's just the case. I guess, you know, we might as well read over this. To celebrate the debut of this age, we're launching a new 7-mission event called the Enter the Age of X. I guess this is going to be similar to like our showcases, where mysterious psychic message awakens Phoenix. She and Cyclops use Danger Room technology to revisit iconic events and battle from the history of X-Men and Nexus Earth, all of which will hopefully be familiar to fans of Marvel Strike Force and Marvel Comics. Cool, canonically, we're going to get a nice little theme here, right? Since this is an event for players of all levels, there are no minimum requirements to participate. Each mission will provide players with a thematic theme of heroes to play with, experience the story, and earn some rewards. So it's not going to gate out any sort of level of player. I think that's great. School's in session. While not going to leave you with a little tease of what Professor X will be like when he finally joins the fight next year, while we can't wait to reveal anything about his abilities right now, we can say that he's designed to fit into any team, a true plug-and-play character. We're excited for you to experiment with combinations of a character and try and take down other top meta teams now that you have Professor X by your side. Yeah, like 2 years from now, though, guys. Like, when you say Dark Dimension, and the Dark Dimension is not going to open until 2025, you are giving us a timeline that we are familiar with at that point, and it is going to be far away. If that's not the case, they need to further communicate that. I think the communication on this has been completely botched for such a very fun, thematic character. I think the story is going to be dope. I'm still excited for all that, which will lead me into something else I'm excited for, another Marvel game coming. Let's go check out the trailer. All right, guys, so this is the trailer for the upcoming game, Marvel Rivals. This game, like Professor X, isn't going to come out till next year, but there is going to be an alpha for it in May. You can sign up. I'll have the Discord links in the comment sections below to sign up for the alpha key, and if you're lucky enough, you might get to play it, because when you see this trailer, if you like Overwatch or you just like shooter games, I think this is going to very much excite you if you're a fan of the Marvel IP, which I assume you are if you're watching this video. Let's check it out. I was so excited when I saw this. Let's touch on this real quick. NetEase Games is the developers of the defunct Marvel Future Revolutions. That game was really, really fun for the first playthrough. The story was amazing. The mechanics, the gameplay was a lot of fun. It sort of fell off in the end game. This game won't have that issue because of the type of game that it is. So let's check it out.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Pick your hero. Get ready.
Stop, pause, check this out. This looks so cool. So we have, you can't see her in the back, I actually don't know her name. Then we got Loki, Magic, Namor, Groot, Rocket, Iron Man, Penny Parker, who just came to Marvel Strike Force, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Hulk. That's the Hulk, just in Bruce Banner form, who I guess is going to have a human form where he has a gun. Very, very cool starting cast of characters. It is going to be a live service game, so more characters are going to come, but these are our base starting characters, which I think is dope.
Go!
By the Vishanti, Strange is here. I'm Hulk.
Yeah, there you go. Boom! Hulk smash! So we got team up activates. I'm kind of hiding it right now, but the Hulk just did something to Iron Man. Now he's going to help out. So we got a very, very Overwatch-like kind of gameplay, but we're seeing some cool team up animations. It's going to be a PvP. Looks like some sort of shooter slash brawler battle royale type thing. Looks really fun.
I hope Friday.
The destructible environment stuff always gets me. I thought that was super cool when he destroyed it. This game has me really, really excited.
I got that on video. I'm opening a portal. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Come on. Maybe that's like an ultimate or something. Doctor Strange opens a portal where your entire team can be waiting and you ambush somebody. Maybe it like defaults to a big clump of the enemies and you get to ambush them. I don't know what that is. I know nothing about the mechanics of the game. I just see so much cool potential here to have so much fun. Let's keep going.
Be strong together.
Join together.
Oh, there's a team up.
I'm everywhere.
This I thought was so cool. So Loki, he can like mimic somebody, like shapeshift into them, use their ultimate, it looks like. What? Look how sick that is. I've been waiting for a Hulk Smash game. That looked like a real Hulk Smash.
By the eye of Agamotto.
I am ready to put on a show. Charge!
Spider Swing.
You're the winner! Next team!
Waifu female Galactus. I'm here for it. You are too. Don't lie to yourself. Oh, and here they're already showcasing the characters that are gonna come next. We got Storm, we got Magneto, Star-Lord, Mantis, Punisher. Yeah, I see a skull. Punisher and Scarlet Witch. Hey, yo, you play Marvel Strike Force? How long have you been waiting for an awesome kick-ass Scarlet Witch? I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, that's a better look at it. Okay, so we got Punisher, Scarlet Witch, Mantis, Star-Lord, Storm, and Magneto. That's obviously Magneto the way he flies. Of course it is. Guys, sign up now. Closed alpha begins May. Again, the link to that will be in the description and the comment section of the pinned comment below. Sign up for the alpha. If you do join their Discord, let them know that I sent you. Let them know you want me to cover this game, because I want to cover this game, and there's no guarantees I get no special treatment. Alpha Key, I'm a small-time creator, but you follow me, maybe we can put some pressure on them, get Durkee Dad at Alpha Key. That could be really fun. I'd be excited to play this game with each and every one of you, but for now, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you had a good one. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you guys later for the blog video. Bye for now. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.